Fish on the next Rosie O'Donnell Show.
Don't play coy with me.
Who's coy? I told you I would get the information, and I will.
When?
Well, if you must know, I am sitting behind Cord's computer as we speak. First, I'll punch up the file on Buchanan Oil, mergers and acquisitions. Then I'll do a quick search to find the Japanese petroleum company that Cord wants to acquire.
Just do it. I desperately need some good news today.
What's wrong?
Just get that information. And while you have a spare finger, make sure you wrap poor Cord around it.
Then let me get to it, Dorian. Bye-bye. Only problem is, I still have to crack the password. Okay, let's start with Cord's children. Huh, so much for Mr. Family Man. Ah, maybe he's still hung up on his ex. Okay, Cord, what is it?
Why don't you tell me? What are you doing, Cameron?
Good evening, Mr. Buchanan. The lady's expecting you.
Wonderful. The table asked for?
Of course.
Thank you very much, Harold. I think I can find it myself. New hat and a new look for you, sweetheart. Dorian.
Hello, Joe. Sit down. It's been a long time since you called me sweetheart.
Why is it that I have to read the same story about 6 times before she goes to sleep? And all you have to do is read one little Irish fairy tale, and she is out like that.
Well, maybe your daughter can't resist the charm of the old world.
Well, she's not the only one. But I don't think I'm ever going to get used to the taste of Irish whiskey.
Well, keep your mind open. I'll teach you.
Good. Because I'll keep my mind open for you, Professor. You know, I'm glad that we got to spend the day together.
Yeah, it was fun. Sorry I didn't get to go riding.
I'm not. Had a nice talk. Got to spend some time with Star and get past all those feelings.
Yeah, we both have to learn that, I guess.
Yeah. And you know what? I think we need to continue this educational process, you know, because I bet you that you don't know how to make the perfect omelet, do you?
You're right, I don't.
Well, see, I do. First, you have to start with a beautiful tossed salad, a nice glass of wine.
It sounds like a lovely idea. Can we do that some other time? I really think I should be getting home.
Please stay.
Hey, where are you running off to? We're just getting warmed up, eh?
Cameron, that's the whole idea in using a password on your computer so that nobody has access to your confidential files, not even your personal assistant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cord. I just wanted to download some of the files I emailed to make it easier for you tomorrow. I didn't mean to invade your privacy. I know you have a lot of work to do.
I appreciate that. But you should have gone home hours ago.
Well, I like working late. I get more done when no one's around.
I guess I can understand that. But you know what they say about all work.
It makes you the CEO of Buchanan Enterprises?
Fair enough. But even the CEO of Buchanan Enterprises has got to eat sometime. You must be starving.
grab a sandwich on the way home.
You certainly will not. You're going to join me for dinner over at the country club.
Yes, sir.
Good. Why don't you just consider it an official order? Grab your purse. Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
And your memo pad. And come along. You don't have any choice.
Where's Kelly?
Oh, she asked me to tell you that she won't be able to make it for dinner. She said that she would meet you at home after the photo shoot, which is running on a little bit longer than anyone expected.
Yes, of course. And I'm sure you made quite certain of that.
Joe, I'm not in charge of Nellador's advertising, but I do know that a photo session can sometimes drag on and on.
Well, tell me, is it a little like the need for revenge? Why don't you just admit it, Dorian? That's what this is all about. Ever since you and I broke it off, oh yeah, you say everything is just fine, but you were out for some major payback.
You have a very high opinion of
That's why
yourself.
you wrote the book, Attacking My Family. It also explains the sudden affection you have for Kelly. You will do anything to keep her away from me.
Kelly is modeling. If you find that some kind of a threat to
This
you...
whole
that's-
Melodor bit is just another way for you to get your hooks into Kelly. The more time she has to spend with you, the less time she has to spend with me. Isn't that right, Dorian?
Are you saying she doesn't have any talent? Oh, I'm sure she'd love to hear
You know,
that.
leave it to you to twist my words and tell her that. Go ahead. You know, because it won't work. Try as hard as you won't.
I'm sorry, this has really been a long day. I found out that Cassie may be forced to move to Chicago by that sanctimonious, domineering husband of hers. And you know how much she means to me. How much Kelly means to me. How much Blair means to me. The thought that anyone might hurt them.
Well, just excuse me just for 1 second, but if anybody hurts Kelly, you can just point your finger directly at the nearest mirror.
Now you've gone too far. Way too far. I love that girl as if she were my own daughter.
Oh, is that why you're using her to get back at me?
All right. Why don't we just lay everything out on the table, shall we? Yes. Yes, I am trying to protect Kelly from you.
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon.
Please. I hate the fact that she is getting deeper and deeper into a relationship that will only hurt her.
I am crazy about Kelly. Why would I want to hurt her?
Because you're a Buchanan. And the Buchanans and the Kramers have always been star-crossed. Look what happened to us. It's just the way things are.
Oh, please, give me a break. Why don't you save this for your next schlock romance novel, Dorian?
I will do anything and everything to safeguard her interests.
Cue the violins. See, there's only one problem, Dorian. I know you. And I know that the only interests you care about are your own.
Yeah, thanks for the great time. You're a heck of a dancer, Chip.
Chad.
Oh, right. Well, you know what they say, all good things must come to an end, so good night.
No. Don't play hard to get, honey.
Let go of my arm.
You didn't mind me squeezing on the dance floor. We were rubbing together like a couple of sticks looking to start a fire.
Yeah, well, that was then.
Listen,
and this
I
is
know
now.
what you want, and I know how to give it to you. So why don't we go over to my pickup truck and drive up to the Bluebell Motel? Let's get
I
this
said no!
Hey, relax. Nobody's doing nothing to you. I thought we had
You
something...
thought wrong!
Fine. Damn tease.
So you want to hear me say it? Patrick, I would really, really love it if you would stay and spend the night with me.
Blair, come on, this is,
And I'll even make breakfast. And that, my friend, is a tremendous sacrifice on my part.
I appreciate the gesture, I do, but so much has happened in the last few days. We went from being friends to being friends and lovers.
Are you saying you're sorry?
No, absolutely not. What I'm saying is that maybe we should, I don't...
Oh, I know. That's that old, dreaded word you're trying to say. It's called, space.
If you're honest about it, you'll see that you need it more than I do. I mean, look how hard you were on yourself when you thought you betrayed Todd's memory.
Well, I'm better about that now. I am. I'm better. And how about you?
Honestly? I still wonder what would have happened.
Oh, what would it be like if Marty Saybrook were still in your life? Sorry. Yeah. Guess I haven't had my bowl of milk for the day. Sorry.
What I was trying to say was that maybe we should take it slow. Let some things happen naturally.
I don't think you realize that you were talking to a woman who owns a tabloid newspaper and a cosmetic firm. I mean, things don't come naturally to me. But I will try.
Good. You might like it. Who knows?
I guess.
You
Anything
guess?
is possible, right?
You don't know by now.
Hey, Patrick, the reason I want you to stay the night is so you'll be here tomorrow morning. I have a hard time believing in tomorrows, you know. First I lose Todd, and now Mother, she's so sick I'm not even going to be able to take her out on her birthday. And it just seems like everybody that I care about.
Blair, when tomorrow comes, and it will, I'll just be a phone call away. Or a ride in the park if it's not raining. Come on.
You're too good to me.
Yep. I'm okay. We're good for each other. You all right?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Patrick. Maybe you would want me to move on with my life.
I'll tell you what, I'll wait out on the terrace till my table's ready, okay?
Fine, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you. Hey, Joey.
Hey.
Ooh. What's the matter? Somebody dink your car?
No, I wish.
Worse than that, huh?
Yeah. I just ran into Dorian out on the terrace.
Oh, boy. What you do now?
Is there an opposite of Cupid? Somebody shoots their arrow into a couple to break them up? Because if so, that's Dorian.
Ah, you think Dorian is...
I know that she is.
Listen, Joe, no offense, but if you and Kelly are having some kind of problem, I don't know that you can pin that all on Dorian.
Who says Kelly and I are having problems? I admit I've been distracted as of late.
Distracted? I don't know, maybe obsessed might be a better word.
Obsessed?
Yeah, remember how you told me you were going to concentrate on what was real, what you had with Kelly? You have this fantasy woman out in the woods. She keeps coming out, right?
I fully intended to do just that, and then all of a sudden this fantasy woman in the woods became a very real reality. I fell, sprained my ankle in the woods, you remember? Guess who found me and bandaged me up?
Joseph, my man, I think that
don't look at me like that, you know that? I love Kelly, and she loves me. She is the sweetest, the sexiest, the funniest, we have the most amazing time together when we're alone. She just does
Okay,
this.
whoa. First of all, this is more information than I want right now. Secondly, are you trying to convince me or you? Listen, I'll tell you what, my assistant's coming here to have dinner tonight. Why don't you join us?
I'll make this fast. Guess who's treating me to dinner?
Well done. What about the merger info?
He interrupted me before I could solve the password, but I promise you I'll have it for you by next
I'm
week.
sick of promises, Olivia. All right, you told me that you could break into any computer. All right, what am I paying you for?
Oh, Elliot, hi.
The last person you expected to see, am I right?
Yeah?
But now that I'm a member.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, let me guess. Golf? Tennis?
Well, cards, actually.
Cards, really? Now, I hear they play some serious gin in the 19th hole.
Ooh, very serious. But I won more than I lost. I'm sorry, I'm keeping you.
No. I just actually came from a meeting. And I wanted to tell you something. I wanted to tell you that I have patched things up with Kevin.
Did you?
Yes. Well, I didn't want to leave it as it was the night of that fundraiser. And then, unfortunately, something else happened. But I know you're on your way, and I'll talk to you about it at the next session, okay?
Listen, I have a better idea. Why don't we talk about it over a drink?
Okay.
That was, Victoria.
Victoria, Lord, Riley, Buchanan, Carpenter. 57 varieties of human personality, all rolled into one smug frisk.
That man she was with, is he the
Her
new
new
love?
therapist. One in a long line.
I swear I know him from someplace. Well, Cord is, probably wondering where I am.
Run along. I'm counting on you.
By all the saints.
Watch it. You're talking about some friends of mine. I know
Come on,
it's
give me
late.
a hug.
Well, I didn't come empty-handed. I actually brought you a gift. Kind of a housewarming thing.
Accepted.
Cool.
May I give you the grand tour?
Sure. Yeah, let's see it. Wow. Amazing. Very cool.
Not bad for a starving artist, is it?
Starving artists ain't what they used to be.
I owe it all to Blair. She convinced me to move up from the stables. Now, I used to live in here.
Well, Newar's good. It's also a little lonely.
Been there, huh?
Yeah.
It's funny. I thought I wanted to be alone tonight, but now you're here. I'm very glad. How about a touch of the Irish?
No, thanks. Then I'll take some whiskey.
It's very funny.
You like that?
Here. What should we drink to?
How about, New Beginnings?
Cheers.
Smooth. Oh, your gift. Here. What?
I don't have this one. How to Train Your Puppy.
No, that's Max's son, Al's. He found a puppy in the woods near Serenity Springs.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
Boy and his dog.
Yeah, well, forget sweet. We were terrified that he was missing. Fortunately, everything turned out okay. You can imagine what Max was going through.
Well, and what you were going through. You would have made a terrific mom.
Well, I've got kids. I've got 20 kids, and so what do they call me? Sister instead of mommy. I mean, you don't always get what you wish for, do you?
No. No, you don't.
Hi, I'm looking for Marty Saybrook. Yes, and she's working in the emergency room. I was wondering what time she gets off tonight. Oh, she didn't check in today. No, thank you. You know what? I probably just got the days mixed up. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Hi. Sorry I'm late. It's been one of those nights, you know.
No, I don't know. But I can't wait to hear all about it. Why don't you sit down and tell me?
You know what? I wouldn't be very good company tonight. And I'm sure you and your new assistant have a lot of business to discuss anyway.
No, it's more social than business. Please, I'd love for you to meet her.
I appreciate it, but another time. Thanks.
All right. All right, you take it easy, man.
Mr. Roberts, your table for two is ready.
Oh, great. Now all I need is a certain beautiful young woman to join me, and I'll be all set.
Oh, it was such a lovely night. I guess I lost track of time.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm glad we're having a good time. Here she is. Shall we? Thank you, Harold. So, you just missed my brother? He was here?
Your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I can meet him another time.
That's funny. That's exactly what he said. I think the two of you would really hit it off.
Of course. Hi. So nice for running into people.
Well, it's nice seeing you too, Vicky. Is there something wrong?
Oh, no. Didn't I just see you out on the terrace with Dorian Lord?
Yeah, it's a small world, isn't it? I ran into Dorian while I was waiting for Cord to arrange our table.
Oh. Are you and Dorian friends?
I wouldn't say that exactly. I'm sorry, Vicky Carpenter, Cameron Wallace.
How do you do, Miss Wallace?
Nice to meet you.
Cameron was our mysterious tenant, the one who was renting the cottage from Dorian.
Oh, the lady who held up the sale of the land.
Oh, guilty.
I don't know if I would go that far. But Cameron was very interested in that cottage. It was very important to her.
And to Dorian?
Oh, no, I was just talking to Dorian because I found some things of hers while I was cleaning out the cottage. To be honest, the less I deal with Dorian, the better. She's a bit, sarcastic.
That's one way of putting it.
They found a table for us.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, not at all. Cameron Wallace, Dr. Elliot Durbin.
Miss Wallace.
Well, I'm trying to move on. New work, new home, new person in my life. But no matter how much I try to open up to her, my heart will always belong to Margaret. It always will.
How does Blair feel about that?
You know what? You remind me of an old teacher I had. Sister Birdie. A dedicated nun with the mind of Sherlock Holmes. Read me like a book.
Well, I envy her dedication, but it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure out who the new woman in your life is, Patrick. I mean, the lady who got you this apartment and is helping you with the play in Angel Square.
Oh, we're good friends.
And?
And we're trying to take it slowly, one step at a time. Outside, it may look like we're strong and determined, but inside, if Todd were still alive, Blair would be with him.
And if Marty were free? I'm gonna go get us something to eat. Because I'm starved and I know you must be, and I've been on the go since morning, and it's like, as soon as I got one thing accomplished, something else would come up.
Oh, yeah? Like what? I know it wouldn't work, because I just got off the phone with the hospital, and they said you didn't check in today. So where were you?
You have enabled me to see my son, not in the way that I've always imagined him, which is kind of as a young American prince, I guess, but as he really is.
And what he is upsets you?
No. Oh, no, not at all. I love Kevin very much, and I admire his talent, his enthusiasm, his energy. It's just that recently he's become so convinced of his own charm that he does not hesitate to use it on anyone he meets, including a woman who is not available.
Are we talking about a married woman?
Oh, yes. Cassie Carpenter, coincidentally, my stepson's wife.
Reverend and Mrs. Carpenter? Vicky, are you sure?
Yes? Listen, Andrew Carpenter is reasonable, charitable to a fault. He thinks the best of everyone. If he thinks that Kevin is intruding on his marriage...
And Andrew told you this?
Yes, he did. You know, my love for Kevin, it runs so deep that sometimes I even have trouble criticizing him. But at the moment, he is behaving so selfishly, so foolishly. He is being reckless.
Have you tried to talk to Kevin about this?
Many, many times, but I can't tell him what to do. He's a grown man. What's maddening is that you would think that his own experience with his marriage, which went sour, and the way he was treated, would make him realize... I'm just being judgmental.
No. You sound angry. And given the way Kevin's acted, you would be in serious denial if you weren't. Vicky, listen to me. If Kevin was not your son, and you saw what he was doing, would you remain silent?
I can't believe how perceptive you are. The minute that Vicky started asking me questions about my background, you knew. You knew I didn't want to talk about it. I certainly didn't want to talk about why I left the cutthroat business world.
I'm more than happy to run interference for you for as long as you like. Your past is your business.
Speaking of the past, how long have you known Vicky's therapist?
Elliot? Not long. He's only been in Lambview for a couple of months. Why do you ask?
I don't know. I guess he just looks familiar.
You know, this may sound old-fashioned, but I truly believe that good deeds are rewarded.
Well, in that case, Margaret and I must be in for the big jackpot. Problem is we have to go to heaven to collect it.
Am I making it sound like pie in the sky? Because I don't mean to. The last thing you need is some Sunday school session from Sister Maggie.
Sunday school? I enjoyed Sunday school, especially in the part where I got to dress up as an angel for the Christmas pageant.
Oh, I can see you in wings.
Yeah, bloody things kept falling off. And that hat thing, the halo.
Oh, you should try them on now. They fit perfectly.
Hardly.
Stop putting yourself down. Look, my gift. I came here with a gift. I'm going to give it to you.
It's a lovely thing.
Yeah. Well, I figure every poet needs a proper notebook to write all of his inspired, angelic thoughts.
Well, I actually always kept a notebook. Just hadn't unpacked it.
What's wrong?
I could have sworn I put it in there. Well, maybe I left it at this table. I don't know.
Well, no harm. You got a new one.
Yeah, but see, the old one had poetry that I'd written and some love poems that I... Well, maybe you're right. Time to move on, huh? Out with the old.
Probably wondering why I wasn't straight with you, why it was such a big secret about not going into work.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why?
I guess I don't know, felt silly. I felt guilty about playing hooky and taking the day to myself.
So, where'd you go?
One of the nurses, she's leaving next week. We had a party for her, and then my supervisor said that I could take the rest of the day off if I wanted to. And, well, I know I should have called you or come home right away, but I ended up going to the library because I've got some research that I've been meaning to do.
Yeah, listen, Marty, if you need time to yourself, you just let me know.
Just a break from routine, that's all.
From me,
No.
you mean?
No, be silly. How did your, lesson go? You know how to drive the van with all those fancy controls?
Yeah. It's the driving part I've got down. It's getting in and out of the van that I've got a problem with. But
Oh, you'll get that. It just takes practice.
yeah, a lot.
Oh. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
No. I did take one little spill, but Bart was there to break my fall.
A fall?
Yeah, it's not a big deal, though. Because he says everybody does it on their first day, so...
Oh, gosh, I
I'm okay.
should have been there.
No, you shouldn't. You should have been at the library just where you were. Listen, you gotta start taking some time, to yourself, to your job, your own plans.
Yeah, I know, but my plans are with you. I should have been there when you needed me.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Look, Marty, I need you to do something for me. I need you to start, doing some things on your own. because just like I'm doing, I mean, I'm doing things on my own, and I'm finding that the more independent I get, the stronger I'm getting.
What if you keep falling?
Well, then I'll get my butt right back in this chair, and I'll get in that van, and I'll show that machine who's boss. Nothing's going to stop me, all right?
Well, that cloud that's been hanging over your head, that dark cloud, doesn't seem to be there tonight.
That's because I told it just to get on away. From now on, it's blue skies. Every day here on out.
Me too.
Good. So, it's getting late. What do you say we hit the sack?
Good.
All right.
Here, how's this? Admit it, I'm boring you to tears, right?
Bored? No, Cord, dreams are never boring. All these plans for your company, your ideas, I think it's wonderful.
Fantasies, my accountant says.
Well, accountants know spreadsheets. They don't know people's visions or people's courage, what they want in their heart, you know? Oh, boy. I'm the one boring you now, aren't I?
No, not at all. Actually, you're sitting there saying very nice things about me, so I wish you would continue.
I think I've said enough for one evening.
What are you talking about? I'm the one who's been talking nonstop. Next time, I'm going to do the listening, and you're going to do the talking.
Well, there's not much to talk about.
Sure there is. How you got started in business, what your hopes and dreams are.
Before they blew up in my face, I mean.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring up old memories, bad memories.
No, it's okay. You're much too sensitive for that, I know. But if I'm ever ready to talk about those things, I hope you don't mind if I'm sorry, I guess this day's just catching up with me. I should probably...
Fine. I'll have the car brought around.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hello?
Over here, dear. Bravo. Excellent performance. I particularly like that little tear in your voice.
Well, that's what you pay me for, right? Listen, Cord will be right back, so I'll make this fast. The therapist, Vicky Carpenter's therapist, I finally figured out who he is.
I hate being caught in the middle like this between my son and Andy. Honestly, why can't we ever behave like a normal family?
Vicky, I have never met a normal family. And if I did, I'd be out of business.
Yeah, I guess you would. Well, I thank you for your humor. I get very caught up in things sometimes.
You're doing remarkably well. But before things get too far along with Kevin, why don't you take that stand you talked about? Trust your feelings and act on them.
That sounds really good. So, how do I do that?
Thanks again for my notebook.
Sure.
Well, I will try and write some deep thoughts and mediocre poetry. And, of course, some deep poems as well. I'll steal them from the big boys.
You can also write some really shallow stuff like, I don't know, I feel lousy, I stubbed my toe.
There's an empty desert where my heart used to be. Well, that's a little shallow, isn't it?
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah. Sure, I'll be fine. Thanks again. Yeah, it's bothering me. I'll just scribble in my book.
Okay.
And again.
fallen all the day. So come among the laden trees, whose leaves lie thick upon the way of memories.
Ready for bed?
Elliot Durbin is not a psychiatrist?
No, he's legit as far as I know. But he is also a gambler. I was running a scam in Atlantic City when he caught my eye.
I wouldn't have thought he was your type.
I mean, I saw him at the blackjack table. A really, really high roller on a major losing streak. He wouldn't walk away from the table. He wouldn't even stop betting until he maxed out. They had to escort him out of the casino. It wasn't pretty.
Really?
Please don't give me any of this psychiatrist stuff about having to figure the answer out for myself, okay?
No. Vicky, I am not you. You don't want me to tell you what to do.
You want to bet? Of course I do.
I am your guide. Besides, I'm confident you will find a way to set things right with Kevin.
Really?
Really.
Angel.
It's a miracle. Dylan woke up this morning. He can walk. He's strong. He's strong enough to go on without me. Do you see what that means? I'm free. We can be together forever, and nothing can stop us. No, you don't. She's a little slow, isn't she, sweetheart?
Blair's right, you know. It's too late for you and me, Margaret. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Hello?
I just wanted to wish you a very good night.
Who's there?
Patrick!
I'm only kidding. I see you my first phone call. It's about to ring you.
Liar. But it's okay, you know? Hey, I don't mind being the one doing the courting.
Is that what we're doing? I thought this was friendship.
Okay, look, whatever it is, I just hope that it will continue tomorrow and the weather will hold out and we can go riding.
I'd love to. So I'll call you in the morning.
Okay. Good night, Patrick.
Good night.
Blair!
Good night, Blair.
Sir, the storm center is cleared enough for them to clear us for takeoff. Next stop, Orlando, Pennsylvania.